What is going on, guys? My name is Quinn and this is the first video for the Do You Mind YouTube channel. So let's get into it. So today I really just wanted to get in front of the camera and tell you guys, why I'm starting this channel, what Do You Mind is, what the brand means to me, our mission, and kind of the vision and where I see the future going for the brand. A little bit about myself and the brand. I graduated college last May. And I've always been really interested in mental health and clothing. So I've always thought that there was a way that we can combine the two. I feel like as a society we don't talk about mental health enough, and it doesn't really get the attention that it needs. At a young age, we're kind of taught to build this wall and keep everything inside, and I think that wall can get very dangerous, and we can build it up and up over time. So I want to create a way where people can have an outlet, create a community that understands that this is something that a lot of people go through and it's normal. This idea really sparked from a few years ago when I started to see the emergence of positive mental health messaging in clothing. I don't know if you guys know what I mean with that, but you ever see those sweatshirts where it's saying it's okay to not be okay, or you are enough, quotes that are positive affirmations. I started to see these more and more, and I thought this was such a great idea, blending mental health and clothing so we can kind of weave it into our everyday lives. The only issue with this idea was I feel like mental health is something that's tough to talk about, right? It's always been hard to talk about, it always will be. And with these messages, they were very bold, they were very direct, very in your face, which can be good and it can be bad. So I felt like a lot of my friends and even myself shied away from wearing this clothing because it was so bold, so loud, so powerful. Mental health, in order to really get someone to break through and talk about what they're going through, it's not a one shot, it's not in one shot. And what I mean by that, we need to build this up over time. So my idea was, how can we really incorporate mental health into clothing, into streetwear, making it cool but kind of minimal? How can we make these designs minimal and still be weaving mental health into our everyday conversation? And this is really how Do You Mind was born. As I briefly mentioned earlier, I really want to emphasize the community aspect of the brand. Do You Mind is more than just a clothing, it's a community that understands that this is a struggle for a lot of people, and mental health looks different for everybody. So some of the designs are nurtured towards that, right? Mental health doesn't look the same for everybody, and tips to practicing good mental health also doesn't look the same for everybody. For somebody, it might be lifting weights is their therapy, while the other person, they might like to watch birds, right? I don't know. I really want to emphasize that community aspect to it, but also the individuality to it. So I plan on creating a community that really fosters this understanding of mental health and openness and willingness to be honest and talk about what they're going through. In the future, I want to be able to speak at schools to kids about mental health and how to not build that wall, because I think it's so important at a young age that we teach kids that it's okay, right? You need to be able to talk to somebody about this stuff, because if you don't, it'll really pile up and eventually get to a point where it's way too overwhelming to handle by yourself. So I hope to be able to speak at events, assemblies at schools, and teach these kids tips about mental health. What is mental health, understanding it, how to really talk to people about it, how to open up, how to see if your friend needs help opening up. We are also donating 5% of every sale to the Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation. You can find their link in the description below. Ryan was an awesome kid. He was so talented, he was athletic, kind. He was just a great kid, and unfortunately he lost his life to suicide in 2019, and it really opened my eyes into the fact that a smiling face can only mean so much, and you never really truly know what somebody's going through. So this was part of my inspiration to start this brand, reaching out to people and trying to connect with people that feel unseen. They feel like their wall is too built up already, that they can't talk about it. And I feel like it's our job as a community, as a brand, to really emphasize the fact that it's never too late to open up. It's never too late to talk about it. So that's a little bit about Do You Mind, the brand, the vision, the mission, the story, the background, where I really wanted to go. Today I really just wanted to get in front of the camera. It's a little weird talking to a lens. It's definitely different. But yeah, I hope to make some more of these videos. I want to show you guys the journey, the process, you know, what it looks like behind the scenes, the shipments, pop-up shops. And I'm excited to take you guys along with me. So this is video 1. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and hope to catch you guys next time. Later.